Hey, it's been a while. I know, you've been busy up in here. Up in here. I had a interesting thought came to my mind this past week. You're not always around. You're always there when I need the inspiration, and you're always, back here tapping me on the back of the head to say, I've got an idea. I don't know if that's how you sound, Muse. Actually, I kind of picture you with a British accent. I don't know why. A sort of Tilda Swinton-esque kind of thing going on. That's how I picture my Muse. I don't know why. Anyway, you're not always there for me to chat with. I love our chats. They help me quite a bit. But you're not always there. And sometimes, as every artist is wont to do, we need a pick-me-up. And I don't mean like caffeine or other forms of sometimes we just need to be reminded of why we do what we do, and that and I've been hearing this from writers left and right lately, that the imposter syndrome is set in hard and fast, and so that I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I'm lucky. I have a really good relationship with my Muse, and my Muse is a font of never-ending ideas, and for that I am eternally grateful. But every once in a while you're not there for me to go, hey, I need you for a second. So this last week I was thinking, what do I do in those instances when I need my Muse, or I need someone of an artistic bent to go, hey, I need a pat on the back. And of course, I don't want to burden other people all the time. And honestly, this doesn't really happen to me very often. Because I trust in you, and I trust in the process enough to know that even when I have my doubts, I just have to turn back to the words and things will work out. But speaking of which, the idea came to me over this past week. What do we do when we doubt? And I realized that anytime I've ever had any doubt in my process, I always, I know why, but I turn to my Nameless saga. I open up Hell's Muse or the Nails of Calvary and I read. And as I read, I realize that, hey, I got something there. The words in which I put the way in which I put these words together is art, and it's pretty cool. And we don't pat ourselves on the back very often because I guess we're afraid to look braggadocious. We're afraid to look like that our ego is out of check. But when I read those two books, and hopefully, actually I'm proofing the Darkside Down now, when I read those books, I'm reminded that I'm actually pretty damn good at this. And I realize that what we need as writers or actors or singers or musicians or dancers is we need that one piece of art that we can always turn to when we're doubting and go, I did that. That is of value on a number of levels. And when I look at it, when I read it, when I listen to it, it reminds me that I know what the hell I'm doing. It's like I would imagine Michelangelo would look at the statue of David or the Sistine Chapel and go, aha! I have a talent. Shakespeare would reread Hamlet and go, I did that. Mozart would listen to Piano Concerto number 23 and go, oh, my skills. And so I guess my point is that I would say to every artist out there to find that one thing that you've done that you can latch onto when you need. Read it, listen to it, look at it, and remind yourself that you know what you're doing. And for me, that's Hell's Muse and the Nails of Cavalry and Darkside Down. Because, and I guess with those books, I kind of let loose the creativity and just say, write to please yourself. And so it does. And I reread those books, and it puts me in my happy place, which is really strange considering the content and the themes of the books, that they would put me in my happy place. But, you know, sometimes you read a sentence that you've wrote and you're just so proud of it. You go, I wrote that. That's me. And so when you're not around, Muse, I turn to my words. And I mean, I know you're always there. You're always there giving me ideas. And, you know, lately you've just tossed some really amazing things my way. And I'm happy, grateful, thankful. But every once in a while, I need to remind myself that after you give me the ideas, I am perfectly capable of translating them into something beautifully tangible, or tangibly beautiful. So to every artist out there, find that piece of work that you've done that can give you that. It doesn't matter if it's 10 years old. You did it. You did that. It doesn't matter if it's something you're writing in the moment. Just find something that you've done that can put you in your happy place. It's as simple as that. We're artists. We need that sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. There is no shame in needing that pat on the back. And when it can come from the self, that's even better. Because it builds your confidence. And it reminds you of a number of things. Why you got into this in the first place. And why you should continue. So that's what happened to me this week, Muse. I returned to one of my pieces of work that I'm most proud of, that I think we're most proud of, and it brought me peace. And sometimes that's all you need, a little peace. Anyway, I'm going to return to that, because I'm proofreading Darkside Down right now, and I've got to get that done. It is weighing heavily on my shoulders. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon, Muse. I'm going to go have some lunch in the meantime.